Morning. Good morning. Vi geht es Ihnen? Jumbo Habarigani. Hotep. Hold on. Should I keep going? Good morning. Wow, I see y'all coming in already. Claudette, what's up? Shugs, Drum, what's up? I've seen you before. How are you? Miss Wilson, what's going on? Good morning, y'all. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Today is day 8. I made it 8 days. Can you believe it? 8 days of my 50 top real estate terms in 50 days. Lord have mercy. I didn't know if I could do it, but I'm here. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. What's going on? Let me wave at some folks. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Can y'all drop some hearts for me? Drop some hearts in the comment section for me, please. Okay, so today's word of the day is, drum roll please. Drum roll please. Is that Blizzak 64? The term of the day is seller's market. That's the term of the day. Day 8. Term of the day is seller's market. Now let me tell y'all why this is so timely, right? We are in a seller's market right now. Like right now. And it affects the real estate market exponentially, right? So we've been in this seller's market for a couple years now. Like, it's been so crazy. And then last year when COVID happened, y'all know what happened. The seller's market just went bananas. A lot of things happened. Buyers and sellers market is all about supply and demand. It's a balance thing. It's like a seesaw, right? And so sometimes people say, is this a buyer's market right now? Are we in a seller's market right now? They always ask me what's going on. Right now, we're in a seller's market, but we're actually on a cusp because it is slowly but surely changing to a buyer's market, and I'll explain the whole thing. So a seller's market is, the real definition of a seller's market is when there are a whole lot of buyers and not that many properties. So the sellers have control. It's a seller's market. The sellers have the upper hand. There's not that many properties. Sellers can list houses at the price they want to. They can determine that they're not going to do any repairs. They do not have to help with closing cost assistance. Like, they have the upper hand. That's the seller's market. Flip side, buyer's market, which is going to be one of our terms of the day, of course, is when the buyers are in control. When there's a whole bunch of properties, not that many buyers who can qualify, and the buyers can ask for whatever they want. Can I tell y'all the craziest thing I negotiated in the buyer's market? Can I share this with you? I'll never forget it. And this was at the beginning of my career because, you know, one of the things I love is negotiation. Like, my daddy, that was my daddy's fault. My dad, he birthed a negotiator. He's one. He's an entrepreneur as well. So is my mom. And I remember one day I was working at his business. I started there when I was like 12. And, you know, I got my little pay. I think it was like $40 or something. He talked about the 80s, okay? So I was psyched to get $40. And I wanted these red high top Reeboks, y'all. And he told me to take the $40 and go down there and get the Reeboks. I said, okay, Daddy, I'll be right back. I get down there, they $60. It was no cell phone, so I had to go back and to where my dad was. I said, Daddy, I need some more money. These red top Reeboks are $60. I only got $40. He said, go back down there and tell the man at the register that you want the shoes for $40. True story. Y'all know we from DC. This happened on Columbia Road, Northwest. That's where my daddy's spot was, right? So I go back down there. I asked the man, let me get a size whatever. I tried the shoes on. I knew I didn't have enough money, but I went through the whole thing, right? Tried the shoes on. Loved them. Y'all know the red hot top Reeboks. Look, this late 80s, you had to have the red hot top Reeboks. All the hot girls had the red hot top Reeboks, right? I get to the register. He said, okay. He act like he was already surprised to see me. Mind you, I was only 12, right? But, you know, I've been doing business a minute, whatever. So I'm at the register. He tells me how much they are. I know I don't have enough money. And I looked at my little money and I said, my daddy told me to tell you that I want these shoes for $40. He was like, huh? I said, my daddy told me to tell you that I want these shoes for $40. You know what he did? He said, okay. That was it. That did it. Like, that started my whole negotiation thing. That showed me that it can work. And since then, I love to negotiate. I don't know what it is. That's one of the things I love about real estate. Anyway, saying all that to say, when you're in a buyer's market and a seller's market, you're going to negotiate differently. And I was saying, in a buyer's market, you can negotiate what you want. And the craziest thing I negotiated was, I had a client. She was purchasing a house right off of Marbell Pike, first home, young mom. I was trying to help her. Do you know what I negotiated? I told this seller that I would write this contract. I would get my buyer in this house if he sent my buyer a box of pizza a month for a year. And he did it. He did it. That's the kind of stuff you can do in a buyer's market. When you ask for, give me the car in the parking lot. The car might be worth $5,000. They about to make $100,000 off the sale of the house. They don't care, So it's like buyer's market. This is the second day in a row I forgot to pull up my microphone. My 2 turntables and a microphone. Y'all don't let me do that anymore. Anyway, in a buyer's market, you can do that. Right now, we're in the seller's market. So let's talk a little bit more about how we got in this robust seller's market that we have been in for the past year. It's been insane. It has been insane. When I put a house on the market, I was getting like 5 and 10, sometimes 20 offers. $5, $10, $20,000 above asking price. It was very common to get a contract with a price $50,000 above the asking price. Isn't that crazy? We were already in the seller's market, and then COVID just escalated it. Why? Because who wanted to have buyers running in and out their house when there's a pandemic, a virus that can kill you? So sellers was like, I'm not selling right now. I'll wait, And so they did not want the appointments, the buyers coming in the house, walking around, touching stuff, potentially making them and their family sick. They just were not having it. So a lot of them did not want to put their house in the market. Plus, a lot of them got these like financial workouts and they were comfortable. They didn't feel like they had to sell, right? They didn't care. They didn't feel like they had to sell. The other thing is, because the interest rates were so low, let me take a swig. Oh, that's right. I always have to share with you all what I have today. I have eggnog, and it's happy eggnog. Don't tell nobody. And look at my cup. This is the Prince George's County Association of Realtors Cup. And actually, it has the name of our president this year, Melanie Gamble. She's been in the business a long time. I went up to PG Card. I call it the PG Card Toy Store, where we go get like all of our sold signs and all that stuff. And they were giving these away. So I got one. Anyway, so since the feds wanted to stimulate the economy, the interest rates were super low. And so now you have this like crazy thing where there's hardly no properties and there's all these buyers because interest rates are low and they want to buy. The other thing was a lot of sellers didn't want to move. They didn't want to move in the pandemic. So they're like, no, I'll wait. I'm not selling my house right now. I'm going to wait. So that's what's been happening over the past, 18 months, whatever. A lot of my buyers this year, now there's someone online who actually purchased this year. Oh my gosh, Miss Wilson, I don't know if you want to come in the chat, hit the join thing, but we must have looked at over 20 homes, wrote so many offers. And then I had some buyers who were not as fortunate as Miss Wilson, or let me not even say fortunate. Miss Wilson, she is a determined young woman. She kept pushing until she got her property. I had other buyers that just got frustrated with the process and just gave up, so they didn't get their house. But I mean, the things that buyers had to go through when we were in the seller's market, which is our term of the day, seller's market, that is when the supply and demand is in the seller's favor. That's when there's more buyers than properties, so sellers have the upper hand. Sellers can ask for what they want. They can do what they want and not do what they don't want to do. So no, they don't have to fix this. No, they don't have to fix that in the house. No, they don't have to give you any closing cost assistance. No, they don't have to do anything they don't want to do because it's a seller's market and they can do what they want. Now, this is a very interesting thing. In the summertime, we started telling our sellers, look, we know you're in this robust seller's market right now, but if you plan on selling, do it before the end of the year. Do it before the end of the year. Now, this is the thing. I do not pressure anyone to do anything. I hate being sold. Don't you hate when somebody tries to sell you? I hate being sold. Like, I can't stand it. You know how they say, tell me, don't sell me? You know what I mean? Just tell me what I need to do, and I'll make the decision when I need to do it or how I need to do it or if I should do it. So I do not pressure people. I don't say, you got to buy this. I call in a million times. I don't do that. My job as a consultant is to tell you the trend, tell you what's going on, tell you what to expect. You make moves when you feel like it's best for you. So we started telling our sellers in the summertime, look, we see the trends, we see the forecast. We are expecting a change. Hey, everybody, for coming in. Hot House Brother Earl, what's up? Welcome back. Busy Loving Me. Hey, sis. Good to see you again. I see some of y'all coming in. If anybody has questions, feel free to hit join. You can come on my live and I'll answer your questions. So, I done lost my train of thought. I do that sometimes. Anyway, we're talking about seller's market, supply and demand. I totally forgot what I was saying. I totally forgot where I was. Can somebody remind me? Oh, hey, Earl. Earl, where you been? You came on the live yesterday. We need to talk. I have so much to tell you. So much to tell you. We need to talk. Anyway, so this is an interesting thing about why we're in this shit. This is what I was getting ready to say. I totally lost my train of thought. This is what we was getting ready to say. Will, what's up? Welcome back. So we started telling our sellers in the summer, if you are going to sell, do it soon. Do it now. Like, do it before the end of the year. And this is why. Because a couple things are happening. COVID is better, somewhat better, right? And so more people are like wanting to put their home on the market. More people are feeling like they're comfortable with showing their home now. And so that's going to change the supply and demand issue, right? That's one thing. The other thing is there was a foreclosure moratorium. Y'all know about this. The banks were like giving people workouts. They were giving people a chance. They were giving you time to pay. That's over. That ended October 3rd of this year. So what does that mean? A lot of people are not going to be able to pay, unfortunately. I hope everybody can pay these workouts they had. I hope they can. But you take someone that couldn't pay 30 days of their, payment, and now you want them to pay 60, 90, 120 days at one time. The writing is on the wall. So that's another thing that we knew was going to kind of change things. So we knew this change was coming. So that's why all the people who I thought were, thinking about selling, because a lot of people sometimes, they talk to me for months before they, actually put their homes on the market. So I've been telling them, if you're going to sell, you better do it now. You know why? Because the buyer's market is coming. Our word of the day is seller's market. We're still in a seller's market, but any agent can tell you it's changing. Will, any agents on the line, if y'all want to jump in, hit the join button. I'll bring you in. We can talk about seller's market. It's changing. And let me tell you why I know it's changing. Because certain things like this, like when I used to get all of my contracts on my houses I was selling for $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 above asking price. Now they're coming in just at asking price. A couple $1,000s over asking price. So it's still a seller's market type of offer, but changing, Now I see buyers asking for closing cost assistance again. And some of them are getting it. And guess what? When I'm on the buyer side, because I help buyers too, of course, I do a lot of buyer work. I'm starting to ask for closing cost assistance, and I'm starting to be able to negotiate that in my contracts because it's not as strong of a seller's market as we were in the spring and the summer and even the fall. So now this is the thing though, there's a really sweet spot coming up. I keep telling my buyers there's a super sweet spot coming up. We're still slightly in the seller's market going into a buyer's market, right? The eviction foreclosure moratorium was over in October. Right now, this is December, about to go into January. These bills are coming due. People are starting to get letters. Hey, this is due, this is due, this is due, this is due. January, February, March, we're going to start seeing these foreclosures. They're coming. We've even been taking classes to like freshen up on our foreclosure work, freshen up on our short sale work because we know they're coming. Now, the sweet spot I was talking about is the interest rates are going to go up winter, spring of 2022. We know this based on the, trends and stuff that we read and follow because as agents, we have to stay up on what's going on. January, February, March, there's going to be a lot of properties coming out and the interest rates won't be that sky high yet. So for buyers, there's going to be a nice little sweet spot right there where you can get a good deal on a house. And that is the goal. You want a good deal. You want to get a low interest rate and a good price, right? So once you get past that January, February, March time, once you start getting into the summer, the interest rates are going to go higher and it's going to impact your monthly payment. Now it's going to be, more of a buyer's market. You'll have your choice of houses. Cool. But aren't you concerned about your monthly payment? I would be, because that affects your debt to income ratio. It affects your purchase power. It affects your discretionary income. It affects all those things. So it's best if you buy while the interest rates are still low, right? I'm going to wave at some more people because I appreciate y'all coming in. Nobody gave me any hearts today. Carmel _ what is that? Luck, LUC. Morning. Hi, everybody. If I missed you, I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on. I appreciate all of you all for coming in. So for the new people who are here, this is day 8 of my 50 terms in 50 days. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it. I'm human. You know what I'm saying? Some mornings I might not feel like it. Let me tell y'all what happened. Day 3, I was on here. Home inspection contingencies. Oh, did you have a question about home inspection? Oh, you can put them in there. You're right. Thank you, Will. You can start to put in home inspection contingencies now where we could not get them before. You couldn't ask for a home inspection. I mean, you could, but if you had other offers, you were against other buyers that you were like fighting up against, A lot of times if you ask for a home inspection, they would just toss your offer. And I know because I've done it. Y'all know I'm real with you. I ain't gonna front. I just took this thing off. Y'all know I'm still getting my little studio together. As a matter of fact, shout out to Renee from Pretty Penny Parties. She's gonna help me hook up my whole studio. I'm trying to get it together, okay? But yeah, so I've been able to put in more home inspection contingencies and actually get them accepted. Now, sometimes, like the property I just put under contract, what's today? Tuesday. I put under contract on Friday. We didn't ask for a home inspection, one, because they already, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm going too fast. We did not ask for a home inspection contingency because that the seller had just had a contract and it fell through. And that buyer made it almost all the way to the table. So we already have an appraisal. We already have a home inspection. Like, the deal is packaged for us. All my buyer had to do was swoop in and write her contract. I wrote her contract for her and take the house. So we didn't have to ask for a home inspection contingency. But a lot of times we do, and we're able to get those approved again because so many buyers bought homes with no home inspection, which is something in a normal market we would not recommend. But in a seller's market, I mean, what do? Do you worry about the inspection or do you want the house? You know, and it depends. Like, I have people buying condos. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like you're not so worried about a home inspection because so much of the property is taken care of for you. And there's not but so much that can go wrong in a condo. It's one level and you can see everything. Now, you're talking about like the stuff on my luxury line, these big homes with all these rooms and a huge basement and a huge roof. That's when it gets a little sticky. You might want to somehow negotiate a home inspection. So anyway, day 8 of day 50 is done. Our term of the day was seller's market. Seller's market, when there's a supply and demand balance that favors the seller because there are not many homes on the market and more buyers. And there's actually like a formula to this. They say once homes stop appreciating at 3%, then you know that you're going back into a buyer's market, whereas we're like right there right now. We're right on the cusp. Mark my words, y'all. January, February, March. Y'all just wait. This buyer's market is coming. Because guess what? I'm gearing up to buy. I know when to buy. I'm gearing up to buy myself. Okay? Because I know what's about to go down. I know what's about to go down. I'm buying investment property. But yeah, so we're talking about seller's market today. That was our 50 terms in 50 days. Thank you all for joining me. Some of you all, I keep seeing you come back every morning and I appreciate it because it gives me like energy. And before I got, all off the tangent because I be talking about a bunch of stuff. Day 3, because I told you this has been like a challenge for me too. Day 3, I was on here. My face was totally broken out. I have allergies. Like, this started at 40. I don't know what that's about. And I started getting allergies. And for some reason, once per season, I will wait. It only happens once per season. I don't know if it's like the change of this area, this DMV trees, whatever. I don't know. But once per season, this 5th year now. This happened when I turned 40. I wake up and my eyes were like all big and bulgy. So I like made a commitment to myself to do these top 50 real estate terms in 50 days. And I said, I'm going on every day for 50 days, no matter what, because my gift and goal is to help people access wealth through real estate. And I got to push no matter what. So yes, I was on here day 3 with my eyes all broken out. B-Boy Soul, what's up? I see you. Hopefully one day we will be on the motherland together. You've been there. I've been there. You were there when my son was there. I've been a couple times. I think you've been a couple times too. Maybe one day we'll be there together and we can party. Maybe we can hit Afrikiko together or something. Anyway, that's it. I said I was going to keep these 50 terms in 50 days to 15 minutes because I got things to do and I know you do too. And that's it. So stay tuned for day 9 tomorrow. It's going to be fun as usual. All right. Y'all know how to get at me. Call the Jackson team, 202-810-3730. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest. And people say, there's so many agents out there. Let me tell y'all, you come to the Jackson team, you're going to have an experience. We do different things. Okay? We do things different. Oh, I didn't shout out my homegirl. Let me move this. Do y'all see my shirt? It says natural hair snob. Because that's what I am. No, I'm not a snob. But you know what I'm saying. Her business is called Shades of Nature. She's on Instagram at Fly Hair Sun, SON for Shades of Nature. And this is my half cut off shirt that I got from her line, Natural Hair Snob. It's a half cut off white hoodie with the pink, paint swatch or something. And it's so cute. Look at it. Y'all go. Who is that in my yard while my mama ain't here? Oh, I think that's the man. Who is it? Huh? Okay. My son has locked himself out. I gotta go. Y'all, I told y'all I'm a real person. Doing real things. I'm gonna let y'all see the real. I'm like, who is that in my mama's garden that I can't tell? Anyway, that's my son. Let me go, y'all. That's it. Day 9, tomorrow. Come check me out. 50 terms, 50 days. It's all about education, empowerment, and inspiration. I'll see you tomorrow.